Good morning, guys. Welcome to Sippin' and Spillin' with Sid from 3 Mississippi. It's a beautiful fall day today. I'm just walking over here to Bula. She's got her admirers over here this afternoon. Mike and I actually just got back from an ag meeting at the school, basically, for Frankie's ag program. Hey, Bula, you need to come over? Come on. Oh, she's like, no, ma'am. I'll call her in a minute. She's not paying attention right now. Bunko, however, comes right over. But who's basically just talking about the ag program that she's in, and there's different people on the panel. We were parents on the panel, and then there's the ag teachers at the school, and then there's the it was both high school and middle school, and then you've got the what do you call it? The one guy from the college and from Mississippi State ag program, and then somebody from another school district. They're just kind of, they meet like twice a year. Anyway, her ag teacher had asked us to be on the panel, so we agreed to do it. So we went and did that, learned some stuff about the program that some of the stuff I knew, but I guess Mike wasn't aware of some of it. But that's just because he's the dad and I'm the mom, and there's stuff that I know that, that he doesn't know. And I had to drop a goodie bag off for Frankie's choir teacher because they've got they're singing the national anthem at the start of the basketball game tomorrow. And because their call time for it is like 4:45 or something, she offered to let the kids just stay and hang out with her until then, so they don't have to like leave and come back. Basically, by the time she got home from the bus, it would be like time to turn around her and take her back to school. So they did this last year when they did their performance too, and I brought in some snacks then for the kids so that they have like, you know, a little something after school. Anyway, so I brought by a bag of stuff and dropped that off at the main office for her, so they'll have some treats while they're waiting. But I've got to talk to Mike. Well, I probably actually got to talk to Frankie. I need her to, pretty soon here, it's gonna be time to bring over at least one of the bales of hay for the goats in there. Eventually what we're gonna do is kind of open up their paddock a little bit, change some of that fencing around so that there's another gate there, and make another strip so we can kind of rotate them through that area a little bit more, because that'll give them more options and for the ground to recover a little bit too. So, which I had thought about when we were building the pen, but I didn't voice that to Mike. And he was like, why didn't you? And I was like, well, because I just kind of wanted to get it done, to be honest. I just wanted to kind of solve that problem and get it done. And then I figured we can worry about some of those other details later. So, we'll go ahead and do that probably, you know, soonish, not soonish, but whatever. And then that way I'll be able to kind of rotate them a bit into a couple different paddocks leading off from the main one. So like right now, they still have grass that they can eat out there, but it's starting to get a little bit thin. You know, obviously it's only going to get worse as we inch towards winter, but we'll be able to, you know, got all that hay that we just got off of Silver, which is more than the animals that we currently have will use this winter season. You know, once we get to, you know, building that flock of sheep, which will be sooner rather than later, then we'll have, you know, more hay that we'll be using off of the property to feed during the winter. But right now, you know, Beulah's still got plenty of grass over here and plenty down there to munch on, and she's doing great with that. So already seeing a big improvement in her body condition and her hooves. So that's great. Yes, ma'am. She's over there. Just, this is like her favorite eating time of day. We're kind of like midday right now, and this is when she's really chows down. She eats a lot in the morning too, but obviously they graze a lot all day. But she really, like, this time of day, I found is like the worst time to try to like get her attention or work with her, because this is like her eating time. This is her favorite time to come out and eat and just do her thing. So, but she's doing good. And but yeah, I'm excited to kind of be able to, rotate them a little bit, just like we'll do eventually with the sheep. And then I've got to move the birds that are in the chicken tractor right now are the birds that Chrissy had given me that were either hatching eggs or birds that she brought me. And I'm about ready to integrate them into the flock, but I need to make sure I have that gate on the back end of the chicken coop run, so that I can kind of pen them up a little bit to kind of get them used to that being home base, so that nighttime will go more smoothly for moi. Those of you that have ever had chickens and a house like that, it is easier if you've got them kind of penned in their coop run area for the first few days for sure. If you can do a few weeks, that's even better, to really get them that home base established. It's windy today, guys. It's that fall crisp wind, so hopefully it's not messing with my mic too much right now. Mike finished planting his garlic, and he was adding some other things over here too. He's got I don't know what all he put over here, but he's got baby bok choy. Yeah, he's got some baby bok choy over here, and then he's got some more stuff down here. Baby bok choy, I just like to say it, baby bok choy. He's got more stuff down here too. I don't know if it's more of the same, but he's got red iceberg down here. He's got some more things down here that he hasn't planted yet. Swiss chard. I'll show you guys Swiss chard and something cauliflower. And I can't read what those are from the back, but he's got a few more things for his fall crops that he's going to add out here. But we'll have some nice goodies here this fall that we'll be able to enjoy off of the land, which is nice. And then pretty soon we'll be having some venison because we're getting, inching towards deer season. Exciting stuff. Hopefully he'll have that cold room built. I don't know how realistic it is for him to have that cold room built before they start harvesting for deer season, but we'll see. A couple bees over here, nice. A couple bees I see flying around. You love to see bees by the garden. Gotta love it. And then Wednesday's a big day, guys. I got to take both of the livestock guardian dogs to the vet. They're getting their rabies shot, and she's going to be looked at for when the vet will want to spay her, because I don't want her going in heat and drawing stray dogs in or anything like that. And I know a lot of people say don't fix your male guardian livestock dogs because they'll be less effective potentially. So for the time being, I may go ahead and just leave him intact, but I definitely want to fix her because number one, when they are together, we don't want any accidents happening. I don't need a litter of puppies out of brothers and sisters. And that way, again, won't worry about her being in heat and drawing any other kinds of animals out here for that. But hi, bud. There's Koosy. And Dan, he's always got to give his nibbles. He always loves to nibble. Yeah, don't ya? Hi, bud. That's such a good boy. That's such a good boy. Yes. He's my little buddy. I know. Daddy wants to eat him, but I don't want to eat him. I know. You're kind of my favorite. I mean, Caroline is my favorite, but you're my spunky favorite. No. Anyway, he's fun. So we'll see. And then there's Mama Caroline right there. Yeah. And then Anne is just my most skittish. But with Anne, at least if I want to, Mike was talking about maybe doing AI for the two females here so that we could have bebes and use them for meat and get them both in milk, and I can get more milk out of them and make more cheese and freeze more milk. And hey, sir, that is mine. No, you're gonna pull my mic. I don't trust you. Get down. But yeah, it's going to be a handful. I'm also taking Mr. Bunko to get his rabies shot on Wednesday. So I'll have a full car. Frankie is actually going to meet me after school on Wednesday so that I can have an extra set of hands to help get the puppies into the vet. I don't have a crate that's large enough to put either both the puppies in, or, I mean, I guess I could put her in the one crate and then just let him be on the leash. But I don't know. I had another crate, but it broke. So, and then one of my crates right now is being occupied by a injured bird. I'm not sure what happened to her, but she got a little injury, and so I got her separate and kind of treating her. So we'll see. It's weird. It's almost like her foot kind of turned in. Now she's several months old at this point, and I have not seen that outside of an injury, other than like when they're first born and their foot or leg is deformed. That can happen when they first hatch. You usually notice like if they have splay leg or if their leg is deformed in some way. This just showed up today, and I'm like, that's weird. Like, so other than that, I mean, she's eating, she's drinking, acting normal, moving around normal, but her foot's just kind of weird. So I'm like, she must have injured it. I mean, I looked and I felt nothing feels broken or anything. I can't figure it out, but we'll see. We'll see how she does. You know, in the next few days, I just got her kind of separate and letting her chill out and do her thing. But we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna have Frankie bring over a bale of that hay pretty soon here for the goats to keep them being able to eat the good stuff, because they're, as you can see, they've mowed it down pretty well now. And right now, obviously, there's no more that's really going to grow right now. You know, in fall, heading into winter, you know, all this stuff is going to be brown and not really a thing for much longer. I mean, it's still kind of green over here. And I did consider, you know, at least to get them through in the interim, because I wasn't sure when he was going to hay initially. I did think about, you know, staking them up at some of the grassy areas and different parts of the pasture, and, you know, letting them eat for an hour or two, just, you know, in whatever vicinity. But I won't have to do that now that we've got the hay done. Shouldn't be a problem. Tomorrow is going to be my big kind of farm cleaning day. I need to do some work on this stock tank over here. I need to clean it out again. It's got another little algae bloom that I noticed this morning. The only thing I can figure, I do not have that problem with the horse one. It's only with this one, and I think it's a twofold problem as to why I'm having such an issue with this tank. Now, keep in mind, this tank has goldfish, it has the copper, and it has a aerator, filtery, pumpy thing, right? So it's got like the trifecta of stuff. I think part of the problem is Rico likes to sit up there and poop right in the water sometimes. He's been better about sticking his butt out the other direction and pooping next to it on the ground lately, but he's still doing it. And then Kusi likes to stick his feet in the water, like, and stand there with his feet in the water. He was doing that when it was real hot. I haven't seen him really do it lately now that it's been cold, but you know, they like to go roll around in the dirt and then stick their faces in the water, and the goats kind of do the same thing. So for whatever reason, they're just messier with their water, is a conclusion that I have come to. Something about them versus hers has really stayed clean. I mean, it's crystal clear. I can see the fish. It's, you know, I net it out every day of any plant matter that's fallen in there, and I, you know, top it off, because obviously, and I think that's part of the problem too, is she drinks a lot more water than like all of them combined. So like in the course of one day, her tank might go down by this much and theirs might go down by this much. So it's not getting like replenished in the same way that hers is. So that could be part of it. Bottom line is I have to clean that one out more often than Bula's tank, which is kind of a pain. But I mean, it's not my favorite chore to do, that's for sure. But it needs done. So tomorrow morning I'll be cleaning that sucker out and working on that. But I got some videos that I'm working on. I've got one of working with Bula, and then I've got another one with some items that we've received that I'll be doing a video on. And then, of course, you know, I mentioned Mike's going to be gone this weekend. So the following week's video will be some of their fishing trip that he's taken with the rest of the YouTube gang. So that'll be nice. I'm looking forward to kind of being able to sort of see his trip, I guess, via that video. I'm wondering though if I'm going to be editing it or if he's going to be editing it, because sometimes it's easier when you're there and you've witnessed the situation to go through and edit versus, oh, hi, now you decide you want to say hi? Oh no, she's going over to the other side where she likes to eat. That's what she's doing. But anyway, guys, she's on a mission. She's like booking it down there now. She likes to go eat right behind the goats when they're down there sometimes. So not all the time. Sometimes she just likes to go down there. She's sort of discovered, she's been branching out, like going a little bit to other places more and more in the last like 2 weeks. She's been going down there more because in the beginning she wouldn't go past like right here, and she would only hang out up front and around the pond, and now she's kind of going to some more places. So I'm glad she's getting more comfortable and venturing out. That's a good thing. That makes me happy. So, and then Frankie and I, of course, are going to have some nice girl time on Saturday. I'm very excited about a whole mother-daughter day of just chilling after chores and just hanging out and doing what we do. Now she's standing there staring at me like, well, why didn't you come over to the fence? I must have not seen her come over to the top fence when she first started moving over there, and then she got impatient. That's, I think, what maybe happened. We'll see. But guys, I love fall. I love fall weather. I know you guys are probably sick of me saying that, but I really do. All the festivals, and which we've, don't get to go to a lot of them just because we tend to get kind of busy with stuff. But hi, sweet girl. Come on. Hi, baby. What you took our eye boogers? You took out your eye booger. She's a pretty girl. She's a good girl. Huh? Are we a good girl, Bula? Yes, we are. Anyway, guys, I love it out here. I really do. Bunko's just everywhere I go. He's just following behind me, meowing at the top of his lungs. He's so funny. All right, guys. Well, I hope you're having a blessed day. And as always, safety's off.